wanted to do a little dive into the sketch library. So I'm in Sketch for Teams right now. I have drilled down into the design system workspace. And I wanted to say too that we really encourage folks to keep their work in Sketch for Teams. Like, just speaking from the design system perspective, it's so helpful for me to be able to go in and just take a look at what other people are doing, like how they're using the design system, our components, patterns, just, when we're looking to document new patterns, a lot of times we dig into different teams mockups to see if there's something that's been repeatable that we can document. So yeah, have Kevin Hoffman add you to Sketch for Teams, and your team might have a workspace, like a folder here already. If not, you can add a project. Once you're added to Sketch for Teams, you can navigate to the design system, excuse me, design system project. And the VA Gov pattern library is our core library. So this is what you're going to want to add first. And if you hover over this ellipsis menu here, the first link in this drop down is add library. So if you click it, okay, yeah. I expected it to launch my desktop app. I think it is. I just think it's going really slowly. But this is the library panel in your settings menu. Let me open up my desktop app. Yeah, I just think Sketch is acting funky because I have I have this large file open especially, but I just wanted to show you real quick in settings. There's this libraries tab, and we have several libraries. You're welcome to just peruse through the design system project and add them. I encourage it. One thing I want to make sure that to communicate, this is important, that this automatically download and update libraries is checked, because that way, whenever we release a new version of our component library or any library, you'll automatically inherit the updates. You used to have to look for this really small notification and it would say, library update available, but yeah, keep that box checked and you'll be all good. And I just wanted to show you how you can start working with the design system. So once you've added the VA pattern library, you can go into through the insert menu in Sketch, and I have a bunch of libraries added, but oh yeah, there's the search library. Let's see. So here's the pattern library. I need to add a form element. So, I'd go under form, and real quick, like the way that the components are organized under the pattern library mostly tries to mirror how they're listed in the components in design.va.gov. Sometimes there's a little bit of difference, but it's similar in that, for example, all the form components are under form and not the top level here. So we're also in the process of inheriting some US WDS v3 styles. So that's the US system, an updated version of which the VA design system was originally forked from. So we're trying to update their inherit some of their styles and then convert them to web components, which is more of a platform or technology agnostic way of building components that allows you to get the accessibility baked in, and developers can use it with different technology. There's React binding, so they can use React. But anyway, if you see some components commingling US components with the VA. For now, you can just ignore the US system. We're not going to release those until the developed components are available for use too. So just wanted to give you a heads up in case you see those. So say I wanted to add, let's see, a text input component. So I would just navigate through the many tiers of the symbols menu and, go in and drop in the component. And we also have, sorry, I know this is a lot, so feel free to ping me, in the platform design system channel, probably the best way. But lastly, I just wanted to mention that we have a lot of libraries and template files in here. So there's a wireframe library that has grayscale assets. It doesn't have all of the components by any means, but it's not updated that often. But if you want to make wireframes, it has a few things you can start with. Let's see. The annotations library is one that we really recommend adding because it has, in addition to these anatomy callouts that are resizable that you can use, we have some accessibility tags, and these will help you move through the collaboration cycle. So this is important to call out the content structure, in the design intent or midpoint review meetings in the collab cycle. It'll help you, get just past the accessibility review, right? So calling out how the content is structured here. I don't know if you necessarily need to do it on every page, but at least the, primary pages of your mock-ups. There's also these accessibility blue lines, which these are cool, where you can indicate the tab stop order. So that basically communicates how to the accessibility specialist how you intend the page to be experienced by someone using a screen reader, for example, or a keyboard only user. So so you can use these symbols just like you would the symbols from the pattern library file. And we also have a templates file, and this has a lot of stuff in it. And this is not really a library file. This is more of a file that you download and do, copy paste from. It's not something with a lot of shared symbols or anything. So some of this content may be slightly out of date, but it's great to, just to copy and paste, and helps you get started. And again, not have to start from scratch and every time. And these are also really helpful. These minified components that you can make user flows with. So, in a design intent meeting, for example, in collaboration cycle, they really want to see how the whole experience flows together more so than the individual page details. So using these and connecting them up either in Sketch or a tool like Mural, just allows you to make flows kind of quicker. So anyway, that's about it. Again, I know that's a lot, so feel free to reach out on the Platform Design System Slack channel and ping me, and I'm happy to walk you through any of this. So thanks.